pulling it out, taking my time, put it in the air,
exactly,
like next to my face, get a good clean shot here, clean shot. We got it next to my face. Like,
this is Corey Jones with the Be Ready with Safety Man podcast. Join us every week for a new podcast. Follow us everywhere podcasts are played and on YouTube. Be Ready with Safety Man. This is Corey Jones.
All right. Welcome back again. Here we are.
Safety Man Consulting, Safety Man Podcast. I, of course, am Corey Jones, the CEO and owner of Safety Man Consulting, safetyman.co. Everything to keep you, your family, your coworkers, your children, the people you worship with, everybody safe. From active shooter training, crisis management, verbal de-escalation, training law enforcement officers how to use firearms, and private citizens how to use firearms. What do we got on the agenda for today? Eat a hoagie.
We got Part 4 of Hollywood police myths.
I love this.
So, yeah, this is one of our fun ones, and we've got a lot of good feedback about this.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to save a couple because we're going to have a Part 5. I'm just going to throw out the prequel, throw it out there. There will be a Part 5, so be ready. And if you haven't seen our earlier ones, go back, check them out. They're all on our channel. Hold on.
Yeah. I just got to tell you. So since the pandemic, there's been a lot of binge watching, right?
Yes.
So my wife and I have been binge watching, and if I'm nice and if I cook dinner, I can get her to watch a law enforcement type of a show or something like that.
Okay.
And now I've got her picking out things. So my first one, you're going to just shake your head and you're going to laugh.
Here we go.
When it's my turn.
Okay.
I want you to go because I like your general reactions when I say some of my crazy ones.
All right. So number one. Cars exploding after crashes and getting shot. They just flip over, explode. Now, in personal experience, I have seen cars catch on fire. Yes, but they're not like just explode. I mean, if they're on fire for a while, yes, they'll pop. But it's not like you see in the movies where the car just hits something and then just blows up. Now, has it happened at some point? Probably, right?
Yes.
But
at excessive speeds.
Yeah, but not like you see in the movies. Very likely that your car is not going to just blow up. If someone shoots it, it's not going to just blow up.
Right.
What you will see is if there's a fire, which I've seen, like I said before, you'll see something catch on fire, a spark or something, and slowly the vehicle will then be engulfed and then it can become explosive. So if that happens, get away from the car.
Right.
Once you realize it's too late, just get out of there, get away from it, call 911. Get help, but it's not going to just blow up.
No.
Maybe that 1.1% chance of it happen. But yeah, so the movies, the Michael Bay films, when they're just, and it's always a backflip too. They explode and somehow backflip. Which I have never seen yet, but that somehow happens too. I don't know.
And we've seen some crazy accidents, but I've never seen a car actually explode. Like you said, I've seen cars on fire. But what I will say this, if you're not wearing a seatbelt and the impact is so great that's going to cause the car to either catch fire or explode and you didn't have your seatbelt on, that secondary impact of your face hitting the windshield, the A-pillar, the steering wheel, or you meeting the airbag at 260 miles an hour, that's going to cause a lot of damage and almost render it impossible for you to get yourself, your kids, your family out of that car before even a regular fire turns into something dangerous. So wear your freaking seatbelt, okay?
I was actually in a car a patrol car that caught on fire. So
is there more to this story?
I was parked and it just started smoking.
Were you parked on dry grass?
No, I was parked in a parking lot. I think it was running radar. And all of a sudden I just see smoke just coming out and I jumped out and grabbed the fire extinguisher and put it out real quick. Something set off on the engine, but
did you get in trouble?
No, it wasn't my fault. It was a technical error with the vehicle. There was something wrong with it. But
you think?
Yeah, I was literally sitting there. All I see is, I was like, this ain't good.
Did it ruin your hoagie?
Yeah, I was in the parking lot where hoagies where I get them though, so that's where it was.
Had you already eaten it?
No, I have not. I did not. All right, so what do you got for me? What's yours?
All right, so my first one is I'm a Taser instructor. Tasers have been lawful in New Jersey since 2012, and they're lawful for private citizens to carry now. There's also stun guns, right? The stun gun is the one where you actually have to touch the person with it for it to go off. The taser is what we see on TV, what law enforcement officers have to fire the probes out a distance, connect to the person, and render that person temporarily immobile.
Okay.
But what the police myth is they'll come up to somebody, they'll hit them with the taser for a half a second, and that person passes out unconscious, and they wake up a half hour later hanging upside down in some Russian prison getting poked and prodded for their nuclear codes or where the president's hiding.
Yeah.
And that does not happen.
No.
I've been tased. I've been stun gunned. You go to my website, you'll see videos of me getting tased. When I get tased, I'm immobilized. I'm 100% back to normal as soon as electricity is done. I'm not going to be unconscious. I'm not, unless I fall and hit my head, and I'm not going to wake up in the back trunk of a car, duct taped and stuff like that.
I don't know where that myth came from. Like, what? Like, who thought of that? Because I mean,
there was no internet, so nobody could research it.
Yeah, I've never even seen anyone like pass out unless they hit their head. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And they go down hard and go unconscious that way. But no one just like drips down and just
it doesn't happen.
It's always the drip down too. Like it's always the like stun in the neck and it's the like the fall down. It's never like the pass out. It's the drip down. I don't know how to describe it.
The drip down.
I don't. They just like melt.
Are you talking about something else?
They like melt. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're like
yeah. They just kind of melt on down.
Yeah.
So I will say this: if you took a stun gun and put it right here in somebody who's brachial plexus origin, which is a big nerve motor complex right here, and held it there for long enough time, you would cause so much pain and overstimulation from the nerves. You could cause that person to pass out, but you're going to have to hold it there for a long time. Now, I don't know very many people that are going to sit there and let you hold anything on their neck for a long time, let alone something that's going to start hurting. So that's a really big time Hollywood myth. And they're getting better because now there's a lot of real video from iPhones and body cameras showing that really happens when tasers are used.
All right, I'm going to go on to my next one.
Yes, sir.
For some reason, I get it with shotguns, but I always see in the movie, like they always, for effect, they always got to rack the slide of the gun.
Always.
Listen, pretty much, I would say, there are probably some departments out there, but 99.9% of departments require their officers to have one in the chamber.
Yes.
Okay, of their handgun. Like I said, I know there is some out there. I've heard stories of that, which I still don't understand. It's perplexing to me. But every cop in the movie is always pulling it out, doing one of these to the air.
Yes.
It's never in a safe direction. It's always at the
buddy. No, they're always showing it all over the place. And they're going like this, hey, with the gun, come over here. You, go over there. They're pointing a gun at each other.
Cocking it this way, this guy. And they're always racking the slide.
Always
racking that slide. I'm like, dude, we know there's one in the chamber. But it's just that sound effect. They want the motion. They want the gun.
They got to do that. And what happens is you'll get the hero. He'll search a building. He'll search 8 floors of a building. He'll hear the bad guy on the 9th floor, and then he'll rack the slide. So all the other floors, he wasn't ready. So if the guy would have popped out then, he would have got. But now he says, oh, here he is. Let me put one in the chamber.
Hollywood miss for
But
it
I
right
will
there.
say this. Now, the Israelis, they don't carry around in the chamber. But they practice and train so much that they train one hand, push the gun forward, rack the slide, and they come out and they start shooting. So that's the way they train all the time. And they can get around on target just as fast as we can with one in the chamber.
But that's a tactical move.
Exactly.
That's not this.
Yes,
Pulling it out,
yes,
taking my time, put it in the air.
Exactly.
Like next to my face, get a good
Yeah.
shot. We got it next to my face. Like,
yeah,
no,
that's all Hollywood.
Pull and draw and shot. So
did you have Timmy Young at all?
I did.
Okay,
yes.
So yeah, he would always that thing would drive him berserk when he said, "Cops holding gun here." You know why they do that? So they can get the actor's face and the gun in the same shot. He would get berserk when he would see that.
What do you got for me next?
All right, what I got for you next is
this is number 3.
So
wait, 4. This is number 4, and I'll do one more.
It's things that the difference between cover and concealment. So if you're in a gunfight, you want bullets to not hit you. So you can be not hit by moving around a lot, by hiding behind something that will actually stop the bullet, like the bullet will hit it like a brick wall or the engine block of a car, well, it will stop the bullet. Or you can hide, which is concealment, which means the person can't see you. The bullet might still be able to hit you, go through it, like the drywall in most houses or office buildings. The bullet will penetrate it, but if the bad guy can't see you, he or she or they may be less likely to shoot at you. Mm-hmm. But just understand understand that when you're watching a lot of these TV shows and people are standing in one room and they're shooting at them through another room, that those drywalls, those walls in their standard office buildings are not bulletproof. A bullet from a handgun, a rifle, a shotgun will go through there and still retain enough kinetic energy to cause severe bodily harm or death. So there's a difference between movement, cover, and concealment. Cover stops bullets. Concealment, just like it sounds, hides you to make it harder for them to target you.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually seen, and it depends on the weapon system too, but especially like a rifle, that's going to keep going through. I've seen a rifle round go through the front of a car door, the back of the car door, and then we had to set up with a body armor on like a thick piece of wood to represent like an officer. It went through the car door, through the back panel of the car door, through the front of the vest, through the wood, through the back of the vest, and kept going.
What kind was it? 223 or 308?
223.
Wow. Yeah. So there you go. Car doors are not good cover.
Yeah. So I've seen it personally in training situations where we've set that up. And so, yeah, when you see something like that in the movie, like those rounds, like you let one loose, like you are then responsible, and it's going to keep going. So,
but in Hollywood, what are they doing? They're driving in the car. The bad guys are chasing them. The bad guys are leaning out of the window with machine guns, shooting, blowing out the back window. And what are they doing? Just ducking a little bit. They're just ducking a little bit. The car's never disabled. Nothing ever happens. The gas tank's never punctured. Nothing happens. For some reason, the bullets just miss them. So make sure if you're being shot at in an active shooter situation, or if you become a police officer, that you understand the difference between cover and concealment. Cover is primary.
I got one more I'm going to throw out today. Yeah. And this is like, again, does it probably happen at some point? Maybe, but not as much as Hollywood makes it seem. They always have like every jurisdiction fighting over every scene, every crime scene. Listen, in reality, if you got like a disgusting job and another agency shows up like, we're going to take this, you're going to be like, here you go.
Here you go. Yeah. You can't wait, man. Here you go.
But in the movies, it's always like, you ain't taking our ground. No, we're going to take your ground. We're these guys. We're these guys. And like, then there's this big fight and they hate each other, pissing and moaning. Like, I'm telling you, the reality is like, you want it? You
want this?
You want it?
Knock yourself out, man. All right, everybody go. We're out. You can have it. I don't care. It's 22 feet.
But you always see like, oh, the Stadies or the FBI or here they come. They're taking it over. Listen, I don't think that really happens at all. First off, anyone disgusting job that's a complete mess, that's going to be days in a life of paperwork. Yeah, other agencies might come in and take them, but they're not fighting over it.
No.
I've never seen anyone.
No, we've always fought the opposite. It's like, no, it's in your town. No, it's in your town. No, it's in your town. And then we're getting out like maps and stuff like that, like and GPS. I'm like, if the sun is over here and the moon is over there, that means it's Wednesday.
According to a 1986 survey, it's actually going to be this land here.
In the congressional district of.
But they're always fighting. Always fighting. Agencies are always fighting over territory.
Doesn't make sense.
Listen, that does not happen. I mean, people get pissed and moan about things, but I'm telling you, that does not happen.
Nope, it doesn't. All right, I got one last one.
Okay, what do you got for me?
There's a couple of them that I want to go out with.
We're gonna have a part 5, so don't worry. I saved a couple. We're gonna have a part 5.
Oh, okay. So this happens in every show that Dagmar and I have watched, whether it be law enforcement, special agents, CIA, Secret Service, FBI, some of the top, most elite units in the world. Some officer or some member goes rogue, right? They go dark, right? They just go off the reservation.
That's a good one.
They just go rogue.
There's always a rogue
right?
cop.
You say, all right, everybody got this? You're going to do this? And he's like, come back to meeting. No, I'm going. I got this. I'm going rogue. And then they go in there. Where's Corey going? He said he's going to go get it. And then, either I get captured or I'm a hero. But that doesn't happen in real life. It will happen once. And then then you get fired.
And then that guy's working in Burger King for the rest of his life.
Yeah, which is nothing to say is wrong with Burger King. I like the bacon double cheeseburgers there. But
I'm just saying that he's not going to be a cop anymore.
No, you don't go rogue. It's not safe. First off, it's violating a direct order, so you will be charged with official misconduct, violating a direct order. So you're going to be fired if you go rogue.
And here's what happens in those movies too. Then the chief or the captain's pissed off that the guy went rogue, right? Mm-hmm. But then he saves the day and he comes back and they're like, well, don't do it again. Good job. Or
Yeah,
whatever, right?
exactly.
Like here in real life, they're like, listen, you did a good job, but guess what? You're still freaking fired.
Yeah, you're still fired. You're still fired. We'll give you a medal. Give me your gun.
You're still fired because, it comes down to liability, money, insurance, and townships and governments. Here's your piece of paper. Congrats. You're still fired.
Yep. Can't go rogue, bro. Can't go rogue. Stay with the team. Stay with the team. Stay with the plan.
That is a good one. That is a real good one.
I see. These are the reactions I
I
love.
like it. All right, so
reactions.
we're going to save some more. If you guys have not seen our previous ones, Hollywood Myths, check them out on our channel. We'll have part 5, so make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Put down some of the ones. Some of the ideas we've got are actually from you guys. So put your comments down below what you like that stands out to you. I know there's a lot of law enforcement, military out there that watch these. So tell us what you think.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Stay safe.
Stay safe, yes. All right, guys, thank you. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, eat a hoagie.